What's going on, everybody? I'm B Adams. Thanks once again for tuning in to the channel. Yeah, buddy, I couldn't wait to get back to this little project here. If you remember the last time we were here, we got my buddy's Traxxas T MAXX Pro 15, that good old vintage boy. The motor was stuck. It was locked up. We got the motor unstuck. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Newbies on the rise, baby. Got a few more things that we didn't have. Got that starting wand. Got some juice. Got some nitro fluid to be able to get her going. But we still could not manage to get her going. First of all, what I need everybody to do right now is stop what you're doing. If you have not subscribed to the channel, the I'm Driving channel, what I need you to do is get down right now, smash the subscribe button, smash the notification bell, so you will be one of the first ones to know as soon as we drop something new. Feel like I shouldn't have to tell you that. Feel like you should just do that anyway. If you're rocking what I'm driving, you should just be smashing the notification and the subscribe button anyway. Now, of course, you know we could not get that bad girl rolling last video, and you want to know why. Why is because we think we had a bad glow plug. Yes, we think the glow plug was faulty. So I sent my buddy out on another parts list run, and yes, he delivered once again, baby. Right on time, right on time. Let me show you what we got. Yes, sir. Look at that. Look at that. Went out there to Leisure Hour Hobbies, out there in Plainfield, picked up this bad boy combination here, got us a fresh glow plug, and I also got the lead glow plug wire. The reason I got this is because it looks like the wire that we had on there was showing signs of wear and tear. So I figured, you know, especially for $1.79, man, let's just go get the whole setup, make sure we got everything we need, so we don't have any excuses, any problems, no setbacks. This thing could just fire up like it should. Yeah, we definitely wasn't gonna let $12 stand between us and destiny, baby. $12 fix. Let's go, baby. Let's go. You know what time it is. Time to get this into the mechanic shop and own the car, baby, so we can get back out here and try this again. Yes, sir. Back in the mechanic shop, ready to make some magic happen. See, we got what we need, and we got what we need to take off. Like I said, I've never had the pleasure of taking one of these off before. You can definitely tell she's old. This little rubber wire casing, it's turned yellow. So we're gonna figure out how to get this off. Hopefully it's just pull this back and unplug. That's what's inside, and she just comes off. What do you know? Look at that. That bad boy just popped right off. No muss, no fuss. Just us. And side note again, this tape right here, I put this on. I'm not gonna lie, because I foresaw this. It was a little beat up under here. I'll take this off so you can see it, but it was a little beat up under here when I was first putting this shebang bang together. So I put this on here just to be on the safe side, and voila, what do you know? Look at that. We had to get a new one anyway. And that was really on there. Got that Gorilla Tape off of there. All right, now you see it was starting to break away right here. Starting to break away right here at the end. So that's why I ended up taping it. So, you know, we wouldn't have anything loose, you know what I'm saying? Any possible dangers or anything like that. So we went on ahead and put this Gorilla Tape on there, and man, as you can see, it was really on there. It's still on there. Residue is still on there. But yeah, that's why we taped it up. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Got that new boy plugged right in. Got that old busted joint off and put on the new hotness, baby. And it was pretty easy. I'm not going to lie. It was pretty simple. Pretty simple. It seemed to just plug right in, put the fitting over, and voila, shebang bang. Let's keep going, baby. Now we just got to tackle this bad boy. Get that old joint out of there and get ready to get our new hotness in. What is that, some dust? What is that down there? We got to clean that out. I thought we had this clean. What's going on in the mechanic shop? I got to talk to our employees. Somebody, heads are gonna roll. Yes, sir, another success. Another new hotness. Put right in place the right way, ready to rock and roll, baby. Got that old busted joint out, and yeah, she looks like it was about time. She looks like it was about time. The ring, the glow plug, it looked like it was about time to get that out of there. But it's okay, because we got this new hotness fitted right in place, baby. Yeah, we got on our employees, you know what I'm saying? I don't know what that was. that was in there. But we got on our employees and got that out of there. She's supposed to be clean, fellas. You know, make sure everything around here is like I left it. Plugged in and ready to go. Plugged in and ready to go. Got the new glow plug. Got our new lead connecting wire. She's all plugged in and ready to go. So you know what time it is, baby, for the second time. Let's get her outside and get this thing ready to run. Let's go, baby. Here we go, baby. Back outside, baby. Back outside. First thing I did notice in some videos that I watched, that I saw people putting a heat gun to heat up the glow plug. And after doing a little investigation, because this does come with the easy start starting system, I should not have to have a heater to, you know, preheat the motor up. So I could just go straight at it, because I had the heat gun ready. Also, I was told I was flooding the motor or flooding the carburetor last time, which I probably figured that I was. I'm not an expert. I wasn't an expert, but I did know that I had to bottle feed it, and that's why after I kept bottle feeding it, it went from full turns to just that click again, because I was flooding it. Okay, that was my mistake. You know, we're living and we're learning. We're newbies on the rise, baby. Also, some of you all said remove this plug to the pipe and blow in it so we can get pressure from the pipe to the tank. I did that already. And also, others said plug this hole right here to be able to pressurize the carb to prime the motor to be able to start, to be able to push the fuel through and be able to start. And I did notice, I was wondering how would I prime this, because I was looking at another video that had a primer button on their tank. We don't have the primer button. We got none of that. We got the basics. We got the old vintage joint that didn't come with none of that. Also, some of you were talking about my high speed, the low speed. This sounds like a tuning situation. I hope I can just get it started. I hope that it's still set to all of its factory settings like I was reading in the manual, so I don't have to tweak that. Fingers crossed. You're never gonna believe this. Well, you see, we have our starting wine, which we thought we had nothing to be able to start this up. Look what my buddy dropped off to me. Wow, look at that. That definitely looks like night and day. And when I first saw this, I did not know what this was. I had to do my homework, and it seems like this is the starting situation for the easy start system, or at least that's from what I think I read. If I got it wrong, let me know. But this seems like the original starting situation, and judging by the looks of it and the age of it, I'm kind of glad we went on and spent that little, well, my buddy spent that little money and got the upgrade, got what we needed. You know, this works out a little bit more better. Also, as you see, we got our stand, because I read that I don't want this thing to just take off. Last time when we did try to start it and it was starting, stopping, we did see the wheels moving. So if we do manage to get this bad boy fired up today, I don't want her to just take off. So we got the stand on her, so we can keep her in place as we go through this. Looking on the starting wine, I don't know why I didn't see this before. I was too geeked and I wasn't taking my time. Right here it says, when you press this button, it says motor. Now, from doing my investigation afterwards, if the glow plug is good, both of these should light up. If the glow plug is bad, only the motor should light up. And I didn't notice that last time. If you take a look at the last video, I kind of did ask a question about that briefly, but then I got right back to it, knowing I should have did a little more investigation. And thank you also for letting me know down in the comments last video about this starting wine when I was trying to start this up, and it seemed like I had to keep my hand on the button to get it started. And you all let me know that after I get the glow plug situation and everything together, it should start up and I should not have to keep using the starting wine. After doing my investigation some more, I did read that I was holding the button too long what is it, 5-10 seconds, 5-10 seconds max you're supposed to hold the button before you let it off. And I was just running through it. I was just pumping that boy because I didn't know. We knew he's on the rise, baby. We getting it together. But you see, we're doing our investigation. We're taking you all as advice. We may have not gotten everything mastered, everything down, but we are doing our homework. All right, baby. You see, we got everything ready. We got everything ready. Let's rock and roll. Let's see what happens, baby. Uh-oh, look at that. We got the co-cap in the building. Co-cap even came out to help us today, baby. Yes, sir. We definitely need it today. We need it. We had to move this to a shaded situation. As you can see over there where that sun line is, it's kind of hot. So we had to move to a shaded situation so we can be able to sit out here and do this. All right, we got the car back live. I got the co-captain holding his finger over the pipe, just like you all said. So hopefully when we hit this button, it should pressurize the tank. Hopefully. Let's see. Got the glow. I got the starting wand in. Now I'm looking for both of these buttons to fire off. Okay, they both fired off. That means the glow plug is working. Good. All right, now let's go for the gusto, baby. Let's go for the gusto. I don't know how long we're supposed to hold our finger over this tank. That's probably the one tip I missed. I got that we're supposed to, but I don't know for how long. So now we're just gonna fire it up and see, man. Nah, you can leave your finger off. Okay, nothing. Okay, nothing. Okay, nothing. And also, I don't see any, it's like I don't see the fuel being pulled up out of here. Like, that's what I'm noticing. Now, what is that? Is that all a part about what you all were saying? We're pressurizing it? Because I'm still not seeing any movement out of the fuel coming out of this tank. Co-captain said maybe we should fill it up because maybe it's not enough fuel in the tank. I don't know. I'm taking all advice here, like I say. So we put more fuel in it. We filled the fuel tank up, and now it's full. So now let's see. Now we're gonna try the finger method over the pipe again. Okay, I thought I saw a little something move there.
I did too.
Okay. Is it working? Were you right, co-captain? Oh, okay. So is this us priming the motor? And co-captain, do you see any fuel moving through the tube? I think I see some. Okay, move your hand. Okay, we got fuel drippage coming out of the tank. Does that mean that it's finally moving through the system? What does that mean? Because I actually see fuel in this tube right here. I see fuel coming through this tube, coming from here. What I don't see is fuel coming from here to wherever this goes. That's what I'm not seeing. So why isn't the fuel coming through there? Okay, now I guess the blow method works. I just took this pipe out, this tube out, blew through it, the fuel shot back through it. Okay, so now I think we may be on to something. Baby. All right, I got the co-captain with the controller. And if this fires off, then hopefully he should be able to just take it from there. Let me fix this real quick. Let me see it. Yeah, we don't want that touching the ground. We want this to be, even if it works. Fingers crossed. I hope it works. We got this far. It should work. So, Captain, you ready?
Ready.
Let's do this. Let's do this thing. Here we go. Let me see. I'm wondering, do we have a leak somewhere in one of these tubes? That's what I'm wondering. Do we have a leak somewhere? Is there a leak in one of these tubes which is preventing this thing from kicking off? Or does it have something to do with this carburetor? Try a bottle feed. and see what happens. Alright, that's it. That's it. That's it. Alright, let's try this thing, man. Let's try this thing. Okay. Okay. Alright, man. I'm starting to think after that, because after we hit it with the bottle feed, and I'm noticing it's not clicking anymore. It's not going back to the one click, so I'm not flooding it anymore. But we still have a problem because we have to bottle feed it to get it started. And after we get it started, it's not staying started. So does this mean that I have to go ahead and further take everyone's advice and go ahead and mess with this, which means I have to do a little homework because I'm not exactly sure. So let me go do that real quick while I got the co-captor here. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back in the mechanic shop, and I know a lot of you wanted me to do this. A lot of you have fist pumping in the air anyway. I don't know what's going on. I don't know why we couldn't get her to jam. So we came back in the mechanic shop, and I have taken off just about everything. I took the motor back off, checked it, everything's fine, put it back on, took off the gas tank, cleaned that off, tried to see if there was any leaks, cracks. Nothing's wrong, it's still pressurized. The tubes, took the tubes off, checked those. Tubes have no leaks in them, no pinholes, no anything. Took the pipe back off, took that apart. That seems to be a-okay. It seems like that connection right there isn't bad or anything. So the last thing on my list to do was take off the carburetor, because that was the only thing I haven't checked. Took the carburetor off. It was nasty. I started cleaning it out, as you can see from those Q-tips right there. Started cleaning it out. So I'm going to just, maybe that was it. Maybe I need to clean the carb out. So I'm going to take this all the way apart, clean it up, and fingers crossed, hopefully we have a bang-bang situation. All right, got the carb all cleaned out. She's all cleaned out. As you can see, she was a dirty girl. She was a dirty girl. Towel's dirty, everything's dirty. And I did also notice that when I tried to see if this was a straight blow-through situation, there was some blockage in here. So I had to clean all of that out, get all of that old gunk out of there, which it was all the way through there. Got all of that out of there. Now it's time to put it back together. Can you hear the frustration in my voice, people? I'm having fun, don't get me wrong. I'm still having fun being newbies on the rise learning this, but man, y'all said this was gonna happen. Y'all said this was gonna happen, and it's happening. But at least we working it out. We've officially gone through the whole car now. We've gone through the entire car. So now, let me put this back together. She should fire up now. I don't know what problems we were having before, but she should fire up now. All right, car's back together. Put back on the motor. Everything's put back together in place. She's clean. That's all I'll say right now. She's clean. So we're gonna, fingers crossed, take our hand at this again. And I know you all are wondering, since you've seen this in the beginning of the video, you want to know, does this original Traxxas Easy Start still work? Yes, it still works. I tested it already. I'm about to show you right now that it still works. All right, we got her plugged in. I had to charge it up, and surprisingly, it still had some juice in the battery, but I got it charged up, got it plugged in over there, got the car on. It's not gonna fire up because of course we just cleaned everything out. It has no gas in it, so of course she's not gonna fire up, but we just want to let you know that this does work and it will turn her over. Check it out. Uh-oh. There we go. There we go. Yep. She still works, guys. All right, I figured this out. The battery, this battery is old, so I know it's not holding a charge. So that's probably that's what that problem is, which brings me to another thing. The batteries on the starting one were dead. The battery that's in this was dying. I'm not gonna lie, I didn't charge it before I went out there initially to run the car. So I think that's contributed to the problem we were having towards the end when the car stopped turning over, is because this was dead. So we had to charge this up. And shout out to you in the comment section last video that said that the battery on these die quick. And yes, I can see. And this dies even faster. But I do believe if we get another battery and attach it to this, because we see that this clearly still does work, then we may have two starting ones. So if one dies, we got the other one. All right. You know what time it is now. We fully went through the car. We went through everything. It's time to get this thing out there. You know what time it is now. She should fire up. I got my fingers crossed, but I also got my money on this firing up. I cleaned out everything. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Back outside, baby. We back. Ready for it one more time, co-captain. Co-captain, this gonna be a hit. I think today is the day it's gonna be a hit. It's gonna be a hit now. Let's go, baby. Let's go. You see, we got a full tank. So now we're going to prime the motor again. I'm gonna have co-cap stick his finger over the pipe so we can prime her up again and see if we can get her to go. All right, let's get her primed up. Look like we're seeing some motion again. Uh-oh, look like we see fuel moving through this other pipe. I thought I saw something going through there. All right, co-cap, I think she's primed up. What's going on? Both the lights are lighting up. Okay. Come on. We had it. Come on. Okay. I'm stumped here. I'm not gonna lie. I'm a little stumped because I'm not seeing any fuel get to the carburetor. It's fuel going through here, and I know that because it's dripping out all over the ground from when we were priming it. So I know fuel is getting in there, but no fuel, from what I can see, is getting to the carburetor. We hit it with a little bottle feed just to see if we can get some fire up under. Let's see. Okay. Let's see. Okay. All right, now I'm wondering, first of all, what's going on? Second of all, why the fuel does not seem to be getting from that bottom cord, this right here, to the carburetor. It seems like no fuel is getting to the carburetor. I don't know what's going on. All right, I'm noticing it's a little wet right here. Now, could this be what our problem is? Because as you see, it's fuel in the tube. It's fuel in the tube. It's not going up to the carburetor, but fuel is definitely getting in the tube, and it's going so far. So I think this may be our problem, why no fuel is getting to the car, because when we bottle feed it, it starts up and it cuts right back off. So I was thinking maybe we had to heat up the glow plug, take a heat gun to the glow plug. But now that I'm seeing that no fuel is even getting to the carb, and it seems like this may be the issue, that may be our problem. If it's something else I'm missing, please let us know down in the comments. All right, this is my second theory. And yes, we've taken all the fuel out of the tank, because we're reusing that. We're using that again. We're using that again. But my second theory is, what if the problem isn't the connection with this tube? What if it's not the tube going to the tank or any debris? What if it's the carburetor? Do we have a faulty carburetor? As you see, I did clean the carburetor out as best as I can. I mean, I'm no pro. I did look up as much as I can and cleaned out everything as much as I can. Put alcohol through it, tried to clean it out. So, I mean, I think the carb's clean, but it's still not getting the fuel all the way. It's coming up. As you saw before, me and the co-captain finally got the fuel to come up the tube, but it stops like right here. It doesn't go all the way. And after trying to get it started multiple times after that, it seems that the fuel starts dripping from here. So is it pushing the fuel back? Is the pressure pushing the fuel back to the tank? Does that mean there's something wrong with the carb? But yeah, what are your thoughts? Is it something in the carburetor that's still stuck, that I didn't clean out? Which I think I got everything clean. Everything seems to be clean, even though these intricate parts, even a little bit of the smallest bit of debris could hinder the situation. I am learning that. I've checked the fuel lines. There seems to be nothing hindering anything from the tank. The fuel is now going from the tank through the fuel lines. It definitely goes through here. We now had it to go through this bottom fuel line, but you see it's stopping right here, which making me think, is it the carb? Do we need a new carb? Or is there certain parts in the carb that we need to swap out? Let us know down in the comments. That's one thing I really want to know. I really want to know, because I'm kind of stumped at this point. Even though I'm not an expert, I think I've tried a little bit of everything here. Co-captain, man, I thought we would have had it, man.
Back to the drawing board.
Back to the drawing board, man. What's going on, man? Hell no. This video wasn't a total success, but it wasn't a total failure either, because we got that new glow plug on there. We got that new lead glow plug wire on there. And we got a good idea as to what's going on. Co-captain, gotta get this together, man.
Next video, we gotta get it running.
We gotta get it running, because we got to make our stamp put down on the nitro game. Well, until the next time, until we figure this thing out, which we are definitely going to figure this thing out, get down in the comments, leave your comment, let us know what you think it may be, or if you definitely know what it is, or if we are right and what we think it is, let us know. Tell a friend, or tell a friend, or tell 2-3 more friends to get in tune with the channel. I'm B Adams, this the co-captain, and we driving. Man, co-captain, we got to get this together, man. I'm having a headache on my way to a migraine messing with this.